Merry Christmas. No, not yet.
Almost. We're getting there.
Well, it's like
It's
I always
almost Christmas time.
Yeah, I equate Thanksgiving like it's like a top of a hill, and then once you start Thanksgiving, it goes right down.
Right.
And then you hit Christmas and New Year's, and it's all over. So I mean, I like it because it's a good time of year where work slows down, nobody really cares anymore.
Yeah.
And like it's like it's holiday season.
It's the best.
Let's just start relaxing. Yeah, hang out with your friends, your family. We're hosting a Christmas party for the first time this year.
Burn the rest of your PTO.
Yeah, I don't have PTO. As a professor, you can just kind of make stuff up. It's fun, which is good. It's hard to get students focused this last couple of weeks.
Right, for sure.
Ready to go.
For sure.
But what are we doing today?
We're going to talk about the 5 best holiday movies.
5 best. So these are the 5 best movies from Mike and myself.
That's right.
That we think are the best movies to watch during holidays.
As usual, you did a little bit more research than I did.
A little bit. I got some Rotten Tomatoes stats. Which y'all, it's fine. Like when you give me yours, I'll look them up. But I'm not sure how Rotten Tomatoes rank these, but the rankings are interesting. They're not what I thought they'd be at all.
Mine's a finely tuned list of movies that I watch every Christmas. So,
yeah. So growing up, we didn't do this much as far as holiday Christmases, and then when I was in my 20s and 30s, I didn't really do much Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Just because of my work schedule and everything.
Right.
So I really didn't do much. But I do know that when I worked at a grocery store, if you work retail, you can't really take Christmas and stuff off because you have to work the whole season.
Right.
So so you have to work Christmas Eve and then the day after. And so Christmas is usually just you by yourself. We used to have early Christmas with my family because we all worked retail, so we'd have early Christmas like the week before.
Oh, okay.
But on Christmas, I had a ritual. So on Christmas, I would watch like all the Star Wars movies. I would watch all the Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah.
And I would watch all the Jason Bourne movies. So I would just sit there. Because no one's home. I got time to myself and nobody's leaving me alone. So I would just put these movies in and just sit and watch them. It was fantastic.
That's a huge marathon.
It's fantastic. I mean, I would watch the Star Wars and Jason Bourne, or I would watch Lord of the Rings and that'd be it.
Okay.
You can't watch all of them.
I was going to say, man, that's Dusk Till Dawn, or even more than that.
Yeah. I would start early.
Right.
Like, yeah. But, when you get older, you go with family and stuff. And a lot of people don't like watching these movies anymore. But I just want to give those.
I always want to watch The Lord of the Rings during Christmas break, but it's seldom that I get to do that.
Do it this year, man.
Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to try for sure. Right. What is at the bottom of your list? What's your number 5?
My bottom of the list is Rotten Tomatoes puts this as a number 81 out of 100. And I was really surprised about this. It's Home Alone.
Yeah, man, I didn't even think of that one. That's a good movie.
Yeah, it's so interesting, man. Like,
could have been on my list. Yeah,
my sister's family watches this religiously every year. They have to watch Home Alone.
You know what? I think even though it takes place at Christmas, it just doesn't feel like a Christmas movie to me.
It's like it's a perpetual. It's the quintessential Christmas movie. Like, yeah,
I know it's got like all the songs in it. I don't know for whatever reason. I guess I don't know. It's weird.
I'm really surprised it's so low on the list.
Yeah.
I'm like 81 is low.
Yeah.
So I was like, I mean, I don't like it because I watch it every year. Like, Home Alone. But it's fine. It's a fine, serviceable movie. It's got some funny parts.
It's a good movie, yeah.
The problem with Home Alone is they made Home Alone 2.
Right.
And Home Alone 2 is absolutely terrible.
Right, yeah.
Absolutely. It's like, let's make another movie.
Sometimes you got to know when to stop.
Yeah, but Hollywood never does. Like, it's okay to make one movie and be done with it. You don't have to make all these sequels. And like Home Alone is definitely hurt by the sequels. There's other movies on here hurt by the sequels too. Actually, that's really funny.
For sure. Okay.
But that's my number 5. What's yours?
My number 5 is How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
All right.
The original.
That is
the original.
The original. Okay.
Animated.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The remake is number 89 on the list.
Is that the Jim Carrey remake?
Yep.
Because there's also there's another remake. There's a 3D animated remake as well. Yeah.
Ugh, God. Why is your number 5?
I don't think it gets old. Some Christmas movies get old. Honorable mention, A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Oh, that's a really good one.
It is the best soundtrack for Christmas. The music from that movie is the best soundtrack for Christmas, but that movie gets old.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I have that soundtrack on vinyl.
oh, on vinyl, nice, very nice. Yeah, I've got it on CD, and now Apple Music, of course. But yeah, how the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's great.
It's number 40 on the
See,
list.
see, even better than Home Alone.
Yeah,
It's
it's
got a good. It's got a
fine.
Christmas message. It's got a good Christmas
Yeah,
message. It's a fun to watch.
Chuck Jones directed it. If you guys don't know, Chuck Jones did a lot of anime stuff. He's did a lot of the Warner Brothers stuff. He's really
Yeah,
really good.
the
So yeah,
music's
I get.
great. I'm not going to listen to the music as Christmas music, but while you're watching the movie, it's great music.
It's
Right.
got some weird things going on with the little girl, and she looks normal, but everybody else looks like a weirdo. So it's got a
She
little bit
doesn't
of
look that
weirdness going
normal.
on. Yeah,
She looks
but it's fine.
normaler. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. My number 4. This is something that I wonder if you even think this is a Christmas movie. Because I looked at the list and I realized, oh man, I gotta put this on there. Gremlins.
That's a Christmas movie for sure. Yeah.
I have to watch that this Christmas. I have not
Wow.
watched this
Yeah.
movie in forever.
I'm gonna put all of these on my your list, my list. I'm gonna put them all on my watch list on the Apple TV this year, and I'm gonna watch them all.
I have to watch Gremlins this year.
Gremlins is a
Like,
great movie. Yeah.
It's number 22 on the list, which is really, really high.
That's shocking to me, actually.
Yeah, it's just, it's like I can't.
Because it's not that much of a Christmas movie, but it is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it happens during Christmas.
Yeah, but it doesn't have like a
know?
Christmas message, does it?
No, definitely not. It's kind of spooky and scary.
Right. It was the movie that caused PG-13.
No way. Are you serious?
Well, I think The Gremlins was the movie that caused that. Yeah.
I thought that was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
It could have been like a 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it came out as PG and people complained, and that's why PG-13 was created.
It's definitely, if you got a kid, you don't want to watch this. It's scary.
Yeah.
Like these little monsters are pretty scary.
Mm-hmm.
And like the graphics are kind of crazy looking. It's just nuts. And yeah, I definitely got to watch this movie again. I haven't watched it for yet. I don't even know if my wife has ever seen it, so I definitely got to watch it.
Oh yeah, I love the Mogwai.
Yeah. And like they did a sequel, but like I've
Mm-hmm.
heard about rumors of a remake. This is a prime movie where they could do a remake of this.
They could do a remake, yeah.
But they would CGI it and stuff, and it needs to be live. It needs to be live mechanical. Or,
Yeah, they should pull a Baby Yoda with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was true.
yeah.
I'm really surprised. I wonder who owns the rights to Gremlins. I'm like, ew, cute.
Mm-hmm.
What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Die Hard.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
It's got a Christmas message to it,
Yep.
right? Getting back with family. It's got all the Christmas songs in it. It's set at Christmas. It's got a bunch of Christmas songs in it. It's got Run DMC's Christmas classic is in the soundtrack.
That's true.
I think it's got there's several Christmas songs in the soundtrack. But it's a good Christmas movie. It's a good change of pace Christmas movie.
I agree with that 100%. Die Hard is also on my list, but I'll wait to talk about Die Hard later because it's on my list. But
okay, yeah, wait for it.
Right. My number 3 is Scrouged.
That's a good one. Yeah,
with Bill Murray.
With Bill Murray. Yeah. What do you like about that one so much?
I like Bill Murray. I think he's awesome. I think it's really funny. I think his humor is. I think he's probably one of the funniest people that's ever done it. I think his humor is understated. I think he has perfect humor timing. I mean, if you watch Groundhog Day, it's just like he's just perfect in that. In Groundhog Day and Ghostbusters 2, he's just amazing. But Screws is interesting to me because I like the story of what's the original story based off of?
Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol.
Yeah, I love that story. It's anti-capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
It focuses on the idea of heart and soul and what you're supposed to do as a good person. It's like reflective. It shows a person. As far as storytelling is concerned, it's brilliant because it allows someone to search their past, their present, their future.
It reminds you how important family is and how important it is to be, to be nice to the people around you.
Yeah, no,
right?
That story is perfect, and I think Scrooge did a really good modern retelling of it. It's fun to watch. I feel like it gets a little loopy towards the end, but it's fun to watch. And when I'm at my in-laws' house, they don't want to watch it. So I'm like, come on, like can I watch Scrouged? Like, no, we got some other things to watch.
Why don't they want to watch that?
It's like one of those things where like family power dynamics. Like I have a lot of power in my social life with friends and stuff, but when it comes to family, no one really listens to me. And so they're like, we don't care what you think. And I'm like, all right. It's like the older siblings, like the older sister siblings and the parents usually have it. So
okay.
I'm 47 years old, but nobody wants to do what I want to do.
Right. Okay.
That's number 3. Screws. It's number 71 on the Rotten Tomatoes list, which I thought was interesting.
Deep in the list. Okay.
Yeah. What's your number 3?
I'm breaking the rules here a little bit. Technically not a Christmas movie. It's a Thanksgiving movie.
What is it?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That's a...
John Candy. Steve Martin.
Yeah. I've never seen that movie.
What? Dude,
I've never watched
you've got to, next week, you got to find time to slip it in.
Well, I am open to that. Like, I've always kind of wanted to watch it.
It's a hilarious movie. It's a hilarious movie. Yeah.
Well, break it down. What's the movie about?
It's all about getting home for Thanksgiving. And these guys, both, John Candy and Steve Martin's characters go through hell, basically, getting to where they're trying to get to for Thanksgiving. It's just funny.
Well, are they trying to get to the same place?
No, well, yeah, they're trying to get to the same place, but they don't know each other. They're strangers, complete strangers. Mm-hmm. But they take planes, trains, and automobiles to try to get there, and lots of hijinks ensue.
I mean, perfect storytelling, right? It's like let's take two people who barely know each other and like put them on a journey.
Two of the best comedic actors of all time.
Yeah, it's always funny. Yeah, always funny. Hey, why can't modern movies understand that there's certain storytelling conceptions that just work?
Right. Right.
Like travel. Like if you get your characters to travel, people will watch it. Interesting.
Ice Cube knows that.
Okay.
He's been in tons of traveling movies,
Like what? What
are they all called? I think there's like a series of them.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched.
Like I don't know. It's not Rush Hour. It's something like that. But
Yeah, I think also too. I think one of the problems we're having as a society is so much consumption. Like that's why I like these holiday movies. It's like it's a chance for all people to watch the same kind of same kind of movie. Versus like, I mean, with all the Netflix and all the other stuff going on, like you can watch so much different stuff and no one has a common place, common interest. That's why I think like sports like brings people together. Christmas movies bring people together. There's an argument.
I think it's fracturing. I think it's getting. I think like the younger generations, they don't have common Christmas movies.
Yeah,
because there were so many different Christmas movies when they were growing up. Like some kids saw this one, other kids saw this one, other kids saw this one. It's not like when we were growing up. It was like everybody saw a Charlie Brown Christmas. Yeah, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yeah, and you had to watch
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Right, exactly.
Yeah. But part of that too, I feel like it was a little bit social programming from the networks. It's like, okay, here's your Christmas movies, watch these,
right.
But I do think there's something to be said. Like, hey, I'm going to put on Gremlins, and anyone younger than maybe us. I mean, maybe millennials have maybe watched Gremlins, but Generation Z has definitely not.
Right.
And so like. I like introducing that younger generation to stuff they've never seen before.
Yeah.
And like allow them to be like, okay, look at this. Your parents have barely watched it, so you're going to watch it now. I think it's good.
I'm going to try to get my kids to watch Gremlins. I think I'm going to have a hard time with that.
I don't think you will. I think it's very good. Like once you turn it on, they're going to be like, ooh.
I mean, if I can get them in the room when I turn it on, yeah. But yeah.
Well, you're a parent. Just tell them you got to watch it. Like you have to watch this. Like that's like you'll be out the house soon. Until then, watch this movie. Right. Turn off your phones.
Right.
Just stare into this black box.
Yeah.
All right. My number 3 is. Oh, I already did number 3. My number 2 is number 10 on the Rotten Tomatoes list. It's A Wonderful Life.
Oh, okay. I've never actually seen that movie.
Oh my God, Mike!
I guess I'm gonna watch it this year because it's on your list.
You should definitely watch it.
I'm going to. It's on your list. I'm watching both of these lists.
I didn't watch this until I first went to my wife's house, family house for Christmas. And I was really impressed not only with the acting but the overall story of it.
What's this guy's
So it's about
name?
this, I forget his name. Gosh,
I want to say Cary Grant, but it's not Cary Grant.
it's not Cary Grant. Hang on.
I want to say Jim Carrey. It's not Jim Carrey.
Count to 10. It is James Stewart.
Jimmy
Donna
Stewart.
Reed.
There we go.
Yeah, and see, so it's all about this guy. George Bailey. His dad is a banker, and at some point his dad dies. But George Bailey hates this small town and wants to leave. He wants to travel the world. He wants to see new things. But he keeps getting stuck in this town. So first he's stuck in the town because his dad dies. But then he works really hard for like 5 years, or maybe less, to get the business up and running so he can leave, finally leave. And then he falls in love with this woman in the town. So then he's stuck in this town, and then as a mistake happens and all kinds of stuff. But then he like kind of almost he thinks about suicide.
Yeah.
But then there's an angel involved. There's an alternate reality involved. It's like a lot. And the storytelling elements of the movie are, I kind of would think, is ahead of its time.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot of character development. It's focused on like love, but it's also focuses on the need to break out and do something different. And a really interesting idea about Americanism, which is like, I want to be great, but is my urge to be great interfering with my urge to be good, right? And at the end, it's like family is more important than money. Family is more important than great things. And like, it's really it's like it looks at Americanism, but it kind of flips it on its head, and it's finally saying money doesn't matter, people matter, and like there's some communist aspects of it because it's like a bank union. That's like a credit union versus a big colossal bank. Really fascinating. And it's like 1946, so it's right after the war. So it's really interesting. Lots of really cool things going on. Lots of fun things about this movie. It's a little predatory. Because like James Stewart falls in love with a woman who, like, at the time she was in high school as a senior, but then he meets her again. She's graduated and goes to college, comes back. So it's like, at the time, she's like, it's just a little bit much. There's a couple things that's like, eh. But Donna Reed's fun to watch. James Stewart's fun to watch. It's really great.
So you actually like this movie? Okay.
No, you should definitely watch it. It's going to be hard to get your kids to watch it, but I think you and your wife could pop it in and just enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'm watching all these.
Yeah. Number 2 on your list.
My number 2 is better than your movie. It's The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Wow. I have not seen a Muppet movie, and I can't remember how long.
Dude, this movie is so good. It's better than Scrooged. Obviously, it's the same story as Scrooged.
Who plays what?
It's Michael Caine plays Scrooge.
Oh, really? And the Muppets are the different.
And the Muppets are like all the I think Kermit the Frog is his assistant, Scrooge's assistant. What's his name?
Kermit the Frog. I don't know his name.
In the Tiny Tim's in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, 1992. It's number 35 on the list.
See, that's good.
It's
good movie.
Man, what happened to the Muppets?
They're still kicking around.
Yeah, but like they definitely lost some of their cultural relevance.
Well,
right?
Jim Henson died.
Oh yeah, that's true. Wasn't he a part of? I don't know. What did they do? Something I heard this thing that he was part of, like the first Saturday Night Live. Like the Muppets were kind of part of Saturday Night Live.
I don't know about that. I could definitely see Jim Henson being part of it.
Yeah, maybe that's true. But anyway, I love the Muppets. That sounds like I'm going to put this on my list. Actually, I kind of want to see it.
You've never seen it before.
I haven't seen it before. It's
just been very, very okay. Yeah. It's a great.
It's probably been.
I think it's actually a really good telling of the Christmas Carol story. You know,
and like back in the day, Muppets would come out with a movie every year, and like I kind of feel like that's some untilled ground that we could like bring back the Muppets.
Yeah,
that's super fun.
You know, on social media every now and then you'll see like people saying, "Do this movie, but every character is the Muppets except for one person." That's based on like this movie because this movie is like all Muppets except for Michael Caine.
I would love to see a Muppets version of It's a Wonderful Life. That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
That sounds perfect. like Kermit's George Bailey, and then we got and Miss Piggy's Donna Reed. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That's I mean they have to truncate it down because like It's a Wonderful Life is a long movie. It's
Oh,
like
really?
3 hours.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's a long movie.
They can do it.
But it's 3 hours of well spent. It's fun. But yeah, Muppets, bring them back. All right, number one. You do your number one first.
My number one is Elf.
Okay, go ahead.
You're not a fan?
I watch it every year.
Yeah. So you are a fan. Yeah, you are a fan.
No, I'm not a fan. I think there's some jokes that are funny. I think the last part of the movie is absolutely terrible. I think they didn't know how to end this movie. And like whole Christmas thing, singing, trying to get his sleigh to work again, that's bad.
Come on.
The rest of most of the movie is pretty
good.
fun.
It's all about Christmas cheer.
It's okay. It's fine. It's serviceable.
Jon Favreau nailed it.
Most of the movie is fun except the last 25%. Then it's not funny.
I mean, I guess I can kind of agree with you, but it's still the ending's a great movie. I think. Yeah.
I mean, Zooey Deschanel being in love with Will Ferrell just seems kind of weird to me.
I mean, strange things happen.
She doesn't even get any credits on this Rotten Tomatoes. So it's number 25 on the Rotten Tomatoes. So it's pretty high.
Well, who's credited?
Will Ferrell, James Caan, Bob Newhart, and Ed Asner. Rest in peace, Bob Newhart. One of the funniest comedians ever. He's super funny.
Yeah.
Jon Favreau directed it.
Yeah. Jon Favreau directed it. He nailed it.
Yeah, he did fine. He was in it too. Was he in it?
I don't think Jon Favreau's in it unless he's like the voice of the snowman or something like that.
He does. I think he's in. Yeah, I mean, like, okay, it's funny when like he's traveling out of the North Pole and like he's like, and it's just funny. It's funny for a while, and then
when he fights Santa Claus in the department store.
Yeah, at the end it's just kind of getting stupid, and then at the very end it's just dumb. It's just, I mean, I'm sorry, it's just fine. It's fun. But like, hey, watch Elf. It's okay.
It's got who's the
2003? Wow.
Who's the little person actor?
Oh, I know you're talking about. I don't know. That was funny.
He's so good in this. Yeah, he's like, call me Elf one more time.
Yeah, call me Elf one more time. What is his name? That's going to drive me crazy.
He was in Destiny. He was the original Destiny Ghost voice.
Yeah, hang on. I'm going to look it up right now.
What's his name?
I don't know. Hang on. We'll find it right now.
Starts with a D. Does his name start with a D?
This is just great listening for our listeners. They all probably know.
They do know. They're screaming right now.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage. His name does start with a D. Yeah.
Jon Favreau has a really good career. If you look at Jon Favreau's career, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
His first movie is Swingers.
Right.
I don't know if you ever saw it.
He wrote and starred in Swingers.
Yeah, it was good. He was
him and Vince Vaughn. Oh yeah, skinny and kind of jacked. Kind of jacked.
He was super skinny. Yeah, I'm like, that's funny. All right, my number one it's number 10 on Rotten Tomatoes top list. It is the best. It's number 8.
Number 8.
It is, without a doubt, the best Christmas movie you will ever watch. And it's already been mentioned once, but I did not get a chance to rant about it, so I'm mentioning it now.
Right.
Die Hard.
Okay.
With Bruce Willis.
Why is it number 1 instead of number 4?
Here's why. First, this movie is taking the action hero genre and flipping it on its head. Instead of this jacked ex-commando dude, you have a normal New York City cop who's stuck in this hotel. He has, not hotel, it's this business plaza. He's there because his wife and him are having issues. They might be getting divorced, who knows? And now, within 10 minutes, the action starts. The action starts and it doesn't stop.
Right.
He is barefoot. He has a gun, and that is it.
He gets a gun.
He has to take on an entire international mob ring, and it's just like he gets abused. He gets beaten. It's like a constant series of events that just you can't stop watching this movie. It is fantastic. It's frustrating because no one believes him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's frustrated because he's constantly having to risk his life and do other things. It's like
George Winslow is the cop that believes him.
Yeah.
Finally,
it hits the gas pedal. Alan Rickman, wonderful villain. Bruce Willis, best. This is the best Bruce Willis movie ever. It's
For
just
sure.
like Die Hard.
For sure.
The Die Hard movie. This Die Hard movie can go down as the best Die Hard movie. They should never remake it. It's fantastic. It's just amazing. The jokes never get old. Like, welcome to the party, pal. Like, just beautiful cinematography.
Yeah.
The action's right. The music's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like at the very end, he's kissing his wife. They're in a limo. They're driving off. And like money's flying down like snow. You can't. It's just John McTiernan. John McTiernan did a wonderful job with this. The only movie in the Die Hard series that's better than this one, or could be considered as good, is Die Hard 3, Die Hard with a Vengeance.
That's the first one that had what's his name in it, right?
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson, yeah. Okay.
First and only.
Oh, okay, only one. Okay.
It was. So I mean, it's a palate cleanser, as you were saying.
Yeah.
So like you can put in It's a Wonderful Life, Gremlins, and a couple others, and then finally, okay, I'm watching Die Hard. Like it's like I'm watching this Die Hard now, and like. I don't like people saying this isn't a Christmas movie. It's such a stupid thing to say.
It for sure is a Christmas movie.
It's around Christmas.
It happens at Christmas. It's set at Christmas. It has Christmas music. It's about family getting back together. Yeah.
And like this is a big thing in the 80s. It's like it was 1980. 1988 was made. It's so like the traditional American family is starting to crumble. And so you got a wife who has to travel to California for this job. She leaves her husband,
right?
And she takes her kids, and she's like, "I am going to do this thing." And the husband's like, "I want you to stay in New York." And she's like, "I don't care. I have to do this for my career." And so now it's like his career, his idea of family versus hers, and she refuses to give it up. And so he travels to California to see his kids, to see his wife, and he's like, but he wants to try to get back with her somehow. He wants to figure that out, but he has this macho manliness he can't get rid of. But this macho manliness saves their lives because now he's like, well, I'm a cop. I'm going to figure out a way to save my wife, right? And like even this little small things, like she changes her last name. So like, and that annoys him. Just small things like that really make the movie work.
Yeah.
Yes, it really makes the movie work in a really good way. It has some not really big political things in there, but small political things. But it kind of highlights like the news journalism stories, the idea of that news only cares about fantastical things, the ineptitude of the police and the FBI, just like the idea of Japan having a foothold in American consumption. Just a brilliant film. Can't say much enough about it.
Yeah, I don't think it beats out Elf for the '1 spot, but it definitely belongs in the top 5. Definitely belongs in the top 5.
I would rather watch Die Hard than Elf. Come on.
But it's
you know what? I would love to see Will Ferrell play Bruce Willis's role
in Die Hard
in this movie.
Yeah,
it'd be really funny. He's in it, but he's
that could be good. That could be good. Yeah. Blend the two. Yeah.
Die Hard, Elf.
Right.
That
would be pretty good. Remember when Die Hard came out? Like every movie was Die Hard in a submarine, Die Hard in a fast food restaurant.
Yeah. No. Die Hard created
Die Hard on a plane.
That Die Hard type of movie. So like Passenger 57, Speed. All kinds of movies are based off Die Hard.
Right. Yeah.
Like it's like put an action hero in a tough situation, see what happens. Yeah, 100%.
Right. Yep.
Create a genre of action hero movies. And like I want to say about Bruce Willis, he has health issues now. Like he's not cognitive. He has a cognitive degenerative disease. So it's like sad to see to know that now. Like he did such great movies, and now he's just kind of like kind of in his last days. So shout out to him. I love Bruce Willis. I hate it for him. But Die Hard, great movie.
These are two great lists. Two great lists.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing against your list. I think my list is a little better than yours, but
I don't know. Yeah. I don't think so.
I'm going to what was that? I'm going to take Muppet Christmas. I'm going to put that on my list.
You need to watch all of mine.
No, I'm just going to take Muppet Christmas.
No, you've also got to take Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I need.
I'm gonna watch them both. I'm gonna watch both lists this Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yours is good enough. I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
All right.
You should watch all mine, but we'll see.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and remember, Christmas, it's not about gifts, it's not about money, it's not about food, it's about spending time with your family and
Right.
arguing with them
Mm-hmm.
and getting on each other's nerves. That's Christmas.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how long you're going to have these people.
That's right.
So enjoy them as much as you can. Don't take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mike, how can people share this amazing Christmas list with their friends and family during the holidays?
Speaking of the spirit of giving, give your friends and family a new podcast to listen to. Share this podcast with them. Give us some reviews on the Apple Podcast app.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be a nice gift.
Yeah, that would be a wonderful gift for us. We would really appreciate it. Let us know what you like about the podcast. Write a review.
Share us on social media. We will be
yes.
on Blue Sky.
Ooh,
hopefully in a couple of days.
Nice.
The next great hot social media.
We're already on Threads. You can hit us up there. Let us know how much you enjoyed our holiday movie lists. Which one you thought was best? It's mine.
No. And we're going to continue these 5, see how people like them.
That's right.
We also have another podcast on Super Sideshow that will be doing a lot more stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be doing more next year. Going to be doing more next year.
If you're interested in the Marvel movie stuff, check that out. We cover Marvel movies and Marvel Cinematic Universe pretty much exclusively, but we also do some other things as well. So check.
Well, you learn a lot because I don't know much about the comics, and Jay does. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
and we'll see you guys next time.
That's right.